Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all of course, the members of Bolt fam, we have a very special edition of BoltBlitz Uncut. It's a quick one. I'm your host, Booga Peters. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Happy Saturday for those of you who celebrate. I'm sure a lot of us do that are in the 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. We have a special announcement to make, and I couldn't be more excited to make this one. A lot of things happen for lifelong Charger fans. One of the things that I find to be incredibly rare is that you end up finding a way to get one of your favorite players of all time as a guest on your shows. I've been fortunate enough to have former Chargers defensive lineman, Pro Bowler, the first person to have double-digit sacks in the entire NFL, to have double-digit sacks in both their freshman and sophomore campaigns in the NFL, Burt Grossman. Burt Grossman is going to be our Monday co-host now. We've added him as a co-host. As I mentioned in the description, I see you, Shaw, with the beers. Yeah, I got you, baby. You know I do. It's Saturday. So I'm doing a little libation literation, if you will. But I couldn't be more excited, and I really wish that I could kind of go back in time and tell my 13-year-old self, hey, by the way, Burt Grossman is not only going to guest on your shows, but it's going to take you 5 texts and a little uncertainty on my behalf. Maybe insecurity is the right word. But it would take you 5 texts to get him as a co-host. We've made some staff changes here. You'll still see Taylor Bloom of the Electric Edge podcast as our Wednesday co-host. I will always be your host on this show. But Burt Grossman, former Chargers defensive lineman, he played all over the line. He was a former Pitt guy. So those of you from Pennsylvania, I hope y'all are paying attention. We got a real good one here. Burt is very similar to me, except for way bigger and better looking. Better tan, too. I got to work on that shit. It's a little cold here in Michigan. But Burt brings a certain level of expertise that we really haven't had on this show. I don't have former Pro Bowl players as co-hosts. What I need to do during this is make sure that Burt knows how much I appreciate him, even considering being an option as a co-host. He's been an incredible guest. He's always been everyone's favorite. For those of you who have not been tuning in for the last decade and almost a half, if you will, I was live once on a show, and Burt cut me off during a very important portion of the show to say, I need you to hear this. So literally, and then this is when we're on a big network, thousands of people were listening. And what did we wait for? We were waiting for Burt's chicken to give birth. BoltBlitz, I believe at the time, it was just BoltBlitz Live, but whatever the name of the show was, I've had so many. Burt interrupted the show, and we all listened to a chicken give birth. That is a real story. We'll confirm it on Monday. And if you're not familiar with Burt Grossman, it just means you're too young. He's been a part of some incredible defensive lines. He didn't only play for the Chargers, he actually played for the Eagles as well, but he's a Sports Illustrated cover boy. Let's not forget about this guy. Let's not. And also, again, as I open the show, or kind of weekly, double-digit sacks as a freshman and sophomore in the NFL, so rookie in second year. A legit force to be reckoned with. And it's not just that he was great as a player. He completely understands the game from a completely different standpoint than a lot of us ever will. So having him here as a co-host is something I couldn't be more thankful for. Again, I'd love to shout out my boy, David Shaw. Shaw just shows up. I really don't know how. It doesn't matter when we do a show. He's just here. But I'm doing an impromptu. Let me announce this incredible addition to the team. In a short note, 80 Simons will no longer be a part of anything BoltBlitz forever, and that's okay. I wish him nothing but the best. He's still my favorite O-line guy that will ever be out there. So I appreciate everything that he's done. I respect everything he did for the team, and I look forward to everything he puts out on social media. I can't wait to see where he goes, because there's nobody that I know who deserves to do better than he does. Though he's no longer a part of the team, I'm not some sorry sack of shit. I will always support the people who've been a part of this. And AD did so much for this team that there's no reason that I would not do my due diligence in giving him his respect moving forward. Appreciate you. Thank you for everything you did. Moving forward, Mondays, Burt Grossman. So Mondays used to be Media Monday, so we're going to double that up. So we're going to do a media interview with some member of the journalism community, or maybe a former player that is not Burt. But we'll always have Burt for about 30 to 45 minutes per our agreement. And I couldn't thank him more for the agreement. It was pretty cool. He kind of got fed up with me being insecure. And he's like, dude, I already said yes. Listen, when you lose a great co-host, you have to add a greater one. And we just got lucky enough to do just that. Taylor Bloom and I are so excited to work with Burt. Jessica Thompson, our reporter. We're working on some shit right now to try to cover the Keenan Allen Keenan Allen youth football camp. I believe it's June 27th, so keep your eyes and ears peeled. Big things happen at BoltBlitz Uncut, and we're going to do everything we can to make sure we provide you with the best news and everything to educate you, entertain you, and inform you on all things Chargers. Thanks for sticking around while I rambled a little bit. I don't know why this needed to be a 7-minute video. I was thinking more like a minute and a half. But I'm Booga Peters. This is BoltBlitz Uncut. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. And if you have yet to learn who Burt Grossman is, you young Thundercats and killers out there, make sure you just do a little quick Google search. He's legit, and you'll be better for having looked him up. And more importantly, you'll be better for having listened to this show every Monday that he's on the show. We'll continue to put out a better schedule and continue to build this team to where it will be better than it's ever been before, minus the best co-host I've ever had, Thomas Powell. May he rest in peace. I will never have a co-host like Thomas Powell. They do not make him like Thomas Powell. I miss you, sir, and I love you so much. This has been BoltBlitz Uncut. Welcome to the team, Burt Grossman. Let's get some shit done, brother. I'm Booga Peters. Like, subscribe, we're out.